He's kind of crazy, and I don't know if he seems like he's having a psychotic break to me. Women will be spared, and sorry to those families who will be slain.
124, it's unoccupied. I'm not sure what the description of the subject is.
I don't know if he's gonna go to the church and kill people.
A woman calls 911 when a man she used to date begins posting bizarre pictures and veiled threats against a church on social media. Police quickly find cause for immediate alarm. The man isn't at his apartment on Sunday morning, and the church isn't far away. Can police prevent a catastrophic mass shooting before it's too late? The following report is based on official police records. Emergency dispatchers get a call on the morning of September 24, 2023 from a woman in Anne Arundel, Maryland, who says she's deeply troubled by what she's seen on a man she used to date social media.
He's been making some really, really, really disturbing Facebook or Instagram posts. He's making some weird, very disturbing threats about churches and stuff. And I don't know if he's crazy enough to do anything, but his Instagram posts are very concerning.
Because the man she's calling about lives in Fairfax County, Virginia, there will be an extra step before police there can conduct a welfare check.
Yeah, they have it to where an officer has to come and verify who you are. They're the only county that does that.
It's Sunday morning and churches are in service, meaning that any threats posted today and last night could be imminent. Nonetheless, an Anne Arundel police officer must go to see her in person before anything can be done.
So basically, yesterday he started posting these pictures of burning the Bible, and
Who is this person?
So this is someone that I was friends with a while ago.
Okay.
He's kind of weird, so I stopped being friends with him. But we still follow each other on Instagram, and do what you will. And he's putting it on the ground. And then he goes out and he's talking about all these things, how he sacrificed his life, whatever. And then he's out at these places, but so he's at Park Valley Falls Church.
She says she met this man, 35-year-old Rui Jiang, on a dating site several months ago, but broke things off when he began moving too quickly and calling her wifey. She's unsettled by the online posts and can't help fearing the worst.
What was disturbing to me was target practice and him having his gun out, and then this is a thing that he typed out, signed, being know that women will be spared, and sorry to those families who will be slain, and pointing a gun at churches and stuff like that. And he's kind of crazy, and I don't know if he seems like he's having a psychotic break to me. And I don't know if he's gonna go to the church and kill people.
The officer takes the information, though he's not quite certain why he's here in the first place.
I guess they just don't want bogus calls or something.
Calls like these are never bogus, or no. We have to take it seriously.
An officer in Fairfax County heads out to Rui Jiang's apartment, but nobody answers the door. His absence leaves a chilling possibility on the table, so a request is sent to police in Prince William County, Virginia, the home of Park Valley Church. One of their officers is already on the property conducting traffic duty, and in the parking lot, he finds Rui's white Mercedes.
124, it's unoccupied. I'm not sure what the description of the subject is. Okay, I checked with the security team as well, and there's no issues thus far.
But inside, issues are beginning to materialize. The church's security team, along with their cameras, have taken notice of a man wearing a black jacket and sunglasses wandering the lobby. When the man begins tapping on the glass in the vestibule as though checking its strength, one member of the security team decides to approach. He's still talking to the man when the police officer steps inside.
You're not just walking, you're checking the place out. We're into this guy.
Hey, sir, how are you? I'll talk to you outside a minute?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Sure?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Let's
go over here if you don't mind.
Well, he wants me to leave, so I showed him my ID.
Okay.
He took a picture, and I am actually leaving now.
Okay.
So
Can I talk to you over
no
here?
complaints.
Can I talk to you over here?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you armed today?
Are
you armed today?
I am a legal carrier.
Come on over here. Okay.
Whatever you want to know.
Are you armed though today? Are you carrying with you right now?
I always carry.
Okay, you're carrying?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want, I can leave the premises. I don't have to, come back or
Okay, well,
wear anything. But
You have a concealed carry permit?
yes, I can show you. I'm going to reach into my wallet.
Okay, where's your weapon?
It's on my right side. Can
Okay.
I put this on the ground?
Say again? Yeah,
Can I
you can put the
it's
coffee
kinda-
down over here.
I'm shuffling around.
Yeah, that's fine.
The man is indeed Rui Jiang, and the officer has some serious concerns about his decision to come to the church armed this morning.
Would you mind just pulling your jacket up so I can see where you're? Can I? Just,
Yeah, you don't want to.
You might have a check? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. You can
Okay.
feel it if you want.
Technically, you can't have a weapon on church property.
Yeah, it's not allowed unless you're authorized by the church.
Yeah, you can't carry on church property or school
even
property.
concealed, not
Correct.
when it's shown.
Correct. Anytime.
I'm sorry about that. I did not.
You don't know that?
I did not know. I thought
You had to take the test to get this.
Rui assumes that church security called the police to have him removed, but the officer lets him know that things are already a little more serious than that.
Just don't reach for your weapon at all.
No. I'm
If you will, I will take action. You understand that?
I understand that.
So how did I get contact with you today? Why am I contacting you today?
I think I don't know.
You don't know?
I think it was because we were talking.
No.
Right? He's staff.
No. I got an alert from Fairfax County about you coming to the church. Did you make a threat to the church
No.
that you're gonna?
I did not make a threat.
You didn't make any
I
type of
did
threat.
not make a threat to you. I sent an email to, I think, asking for a donation refund.
Instead of addressing the Instagram posts, Rui mentions that when he started attending Park Valley a few months ago, he was happy with the church.
I was actually very grateful at first, early on, and that's why I started making donations, 10% of every paycheck.
Okay.
And it was an automatic donation. But on the bottom of the paper, 90-day tithing challenge, it said if your life doesn't improve after 90 days, ask for your refund. So what happened was nearly the next day after my first donation,
Hold on that.
life started going downhill really fast.
Rui sent an email to the church 2 days ago to demand a refund in the amount of $452 and outlining the many ways his life had gotten worse despite his, quote, relentless loyalty even in the worst of times, unquote. In a second email he wrote, I'm done with this bull. You made me your enemy. I gave you my heart even after all you did to me. All of you.
I asked for a donation refund and they returned it to me. So
Okay.
they returned it last
So why are you
night.
here today then?
Because I want to see what it's like again to be here.
Okay. So what's your intentions today? Who did you send a message to on Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah.
I didn't send anybody a message on. I didn't send a direct message to anyone on Instagram.
So did you make any statements online or otherwise that you're going to burn the church or burn the Bible?
Okay. I did burn a Bible, and that was my Bible
Where?
in my house,
Okay.
in the kitchen sink. But I made no threats, as in I'm going to burn, somebody's Bible, or I'm going to say I'm going to do such and such action to. No, I made no threat to anyone.
Okay.
I am no threat to anyone.
The officer decides to make certain of that.
Do you mind if I secure your weapon for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do whatever.
'Cause I don't-
I have a
just
knife
for my
right
safety?
there too. I have a knife right there too.
Okay. Just don't reach in.
I'm not gonna. I was trying
Keep
to.
your hand up where I can see.
I was just trying to.
Just
help.
hold yourself still.
All right.
I'm just going to secure this until we're done, okay?
Sure. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Do what you got to do.
I'm going to detain you until I figure out what we have here, okay?
Okay.
All right? Just sit tight. Be safer for you and safer for us, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you need to do,
You're not under arrest. You're just being detained right now.
I understand.
With the handcuffs in place, the officer pats him down, only to find something that Rui failed to mention.
You don't have anything else on you?
No.
I'm just patting you down. What do you have in here? What's that?
That's probably a first aid kit. You can reach into my pocket.
You mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just don't want to get sharp or anything.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so. No, there's nothing else in there. It might be a portable battery for my cell phone.
Copy, once again, you still need the channel.
No, they can lift that.
So you can lift the cell phone.
Really, bro?
Well, I'm sorry. I did not know. I'm sorry. I totally forgot.
Exactly what I knew.
I'm really sorry about that. I did not.
No problem. You got an extra round?
That's not going to do any damage anyway.
Oh, really?
Because you have my
Okay.
weapons.
What do you have in your car? Do you have anything in your car?
Well, now that you mention that, there is one round of magazine. I always keep one in my car. Maybe a pepper spray.
I'm going to just sit you in here a minute. Okay?
Am I under arrest?
I said you're detained. You're not under arrest.
Okay.
But when the officers take everything in context, including the bizarre posts Rui made on Instagram, they decide to take further action.
Based on everything that's transpired here this morning, it is our determination that you are suffering from some type of undiagnosed mental illness at this point, and we're going to take you into custody in an emergency custody order to get you evaluated by the Community Services Board, because we've determined that you're a danger to yourself and others at this point.
Okay.
414.
So,
1214.
182.
what's the process?
So we're going to go down to the hospital, and I'm going to have someone from the Community Services Board come over and evaluate.
But after a visit to the hospital, Rui learns that it's not just mental health workers who want to talk to him. Prince William County detectives would like a word as well.
I give you my cooperation 100%, whatever you want to know.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Rui says that the past few months have been hard on him, and it didn't help when he lost his job as a software contractor with the Census Bureau about a month ago.
Was the termination, was that from performance or just because they were cutting back? Or
So the letter was performance. I was not expecting it, but the letter was performance. I have not talked to them since. I was going through depression, and I got myself a antidepressant prescription in the weeks leading up to that.
Rui says he was taking fluoxetine for his depression, but stopped a few weeks ago.
And what kind of brought you to the church this morning?
I wanted to come see what was going on. I kind of wanted to mend relations. I wanted to see what God had in store for me. It was kind of a spiritual thing. As soon as I made the donation, the weeks after, which isn't a long time, I would say things started falling apart, which have no relevance to the church.
Rui says that in a very short time frame, his relationship with women took a turn for the worse. He battled a nasty tooth infection, and he lost his job. While Rui says he didn't blame the church, one of his Instagram posts reads, "Welcome to Park Valley Church, attended by many top-secret Gov clearance holders in the area. From this day forward, you will know that this is how you all repaid me. Blood will be on your hands."
My posts were kind of, let me rewind a bit and say one of the motivations to my posts. I thought I was speaking out loud to God. I'm not asking for my life to get better, but it felt like my life was getting a lot worse.
In another post, accompanied by a nighttime picture of the church, Rui wrote, "I'm here to deny the men the life God actively puts so much effort to deny me every day. No women will be harmed." But Rui says that posting pictures of the church was practically unavoidable.
Instagram doesn't let us post things without a picture. It's not like Twitter. You could just write something, whatever crap, and then post it. They need a picture. I didn't want to just post any picture of anything because that doesn't make sense. And if there is a God up there, it's not going to understand it. So I needed something that would also connect with me.
Anxious to make sure God wouldn't be confused by his Instagram posts, Rui says he took the church photographs himself last night around 11 p.m. Rui's post didn't only pertain to God, however. He also made some disturbing remarks under a picture of a used shooting target. "I'm going to exterminate you," he wrote, "in this life and the next, so you better neutralize me when I respawn."
So I think the issue that everybody's having is, you show up to a church with a firearm after posting some concerning things on the internet, including, a picture of you with that gun and a picture of, it looks like you went to the range. Have you been to the range with your gun before?
I have, yes.
Okay. So you see where the concern lies with people, and it looks like a threat to anybody who looks at it.
I have a concealed carry permit. I would say I'm naturally a kind of a paranoid person, not in sneak around corners kind of way, but I just try to have situational awareness at all times. If I'm not carrying a gun, I am carrying a knife or pepper spray.
In addition to finding a loaded magazine in his semi-automatic handgun and an extra magazine on him, police found yet another in his car along with a knife, a large can of bear spray, and a partial box of 9mm ammo. Rui had purchased the gun only a month earlier. The ammo he purchased one day before showing up at the church.
In my opinion, it was all a big misunderstanding, and some of these things were just coincidentally and just in a bad place, bad time. If I wanted to, or if I intended to, or wanted to, let's say if I was so angry or whatever, and I wanted to harm someone, I'm pretty sure I would have done that already.
Rui says he had plenty of opportunity this morning at the church service, but security team members say that he caught their attention almost immediately. In addition to scanning the ceiling for security cameras, Rui approached the children's wing of the church to ask about access to the auditorium's balcony. After being turned away, he sat for a few minutes in the packed auditorium before trying to access the church's audiovisual and lighting control area, and then eventually coming back out to the lobby.
You were making very finalized statements. Like, you've made a plan, you've come to a determination in your mind, this is the end of this track, this course of action that you've created, and at the same time you're taking pictures of yourself with a gun in your hand.
Further concerns will arise when investigators look into Rui's internet history from the night before and find searches for armor-piercing rounds, latest church shooting, and assault rifle buying process. But Rui says he has one last explanation that will clear up everything.
It might sound a little crazy. Again, this is the part that I haven't said yet. I think I was building up to it. I talked a little bit about creative pursuits as a way of venting. I like to write a lot of fiction. You can see how I could show you, I write a lot of, I made a lot of short films, I made a lot of video games, and plots and creative writing and poetry. So all of that, it's just a way for me to almost fantasize and put myself, build a completely, fictional character, but kind of using my feelings and my experiences, but twisting it in a way where this is a completely different character. And then it's almost as if I was living as that character.
Indeed, that may be exactly what investigators are worried about. At his home, they find 5 printed and signed copies of a letter where Rui claims to have spent his 20s as a political assassin for the government, only to come back and be denied the normal and modest life with a loving relationship and routine sex life he expected. Instead, he says he was tested continuously by female operatives who wanted to see if he would spill his secrets. He writes, "These people, soon to be victims, were not targeted in advance. To the families of those men about to be slain, I am sorry for what I have done and about to do. For whatever pain I cause, I hope to return in my next lifetime through philanthropy." They also find several emails he sent to himself the night before, including one where he wrote, "Any man who looks obviously lonely or probably haven't had sex in years, I will spare. But then again, in the heat of the shootings, I might kill them anyways."
I was around a lot of strangers today. I caused no one any harm. I did not threaten anyone. I did not, do anything.
But the Prince William County Police Department didn't see it that way, and they arrested him on a felony warrant for threats in writing and a summons for having dangerous weapons at a place of worship. 3 months later, they added a charge of attempted aggravated murder of multiple persons.
I've been here 35 years. I have been through some pretty depressive times in life, and even then I have not hurt anyone, and you can see that on my record.
That he didn't launch an attack that morning may have come down to nothing more than chance. According to Rui's outdated church calendar, the Sunday service that morning should have been over by the time he arrived, but because the service time had changed 3 weeks prior, Rui found a surprisingly empty lobby, where normally more than 1,000 people would have been milling about. The federal government took over prosecution of the case the following year. According to a statement from the Justice Department, Rui Jiang was convicted in March 2025 of attempting to obstruct congregants in their free exercise of their religious beliefs, doing so with the use of a dangerous weapon and an attempt to kill, transmitting online threats, and violating a firearms law. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.